There's a sentiment I've seen shared online a few times. It's a pretty simple one. The Great Firewall is such a shame. Every meme that gets through is gold. For the uninitiated, the Great Firewall of China is essentially what separates Chinese internet usage from the more commonly to us well-known Western internet usage. It's not necessarily an intangible thing, the two internets. It's just two markets with two different products in the inhuman capital sense, and in the cultural sense, they're two different worlds with separate customs and languages. The firewall serves China by keeping taboo topics like Tiananmen Square, internment camps, and Tibetan independence away from the populace, but being completely honest, this is likely a two-way street, with the firewall serving to keep taboo American subjects out of our eyes as much as possible too. Enough geopolitics, though. You now know everything you need to know about the firewall for now. I do encourage you to learn more about it later. You came to learn about Lift the Bucket. Migrant labor makes the world go round, simply put. In a multitude of American industries, you will find mostly migrant workers because the business owners know that they have much lower standards for labor. The same is true for China, where many of the world's electronics are currently manufactured. To say that these jobs can be real shit is an understatement, with many workers making less than $1,000 a month in working shifts and awful arrangements like 14-hour days. These factories also engage in unethical practices like enforcing cell phone bans, on-site living, and food, and most of these might not seem bad at first until you realize that these practices directly weaken worker power. If these people are fired, they lose their homes, their access to food, and while they work there, they have no way to communicate with the outside world, which is a little thing we might call not fucking good. In 2020, the pandemic happened, and so started Lifting the Bucket. Initially, it was a joke and trend amongst Chinese migrant workers to go to factories that provide food and housing and just do nothing, see how long it would take to get caught. Once they were caught, they would have to go and take their belongings with them, which were normally carried in a bucket, hence the name of the trend. Lifting the bucket means leaving. This joke did spread to actual workers of many of these factories too, with many using the meme format to warn others if their job sucked, undermined management, and generally just be a terrible worker, which under unethical labor practices, I'm all for. Some great example are these memes right here that are on screen but are not in my script. So imagine basically that poor Victorian-era London workers were shitposting through the entire Industrial Revolution, and that's what we have with Lift the Bucket. I wanted to bring light to this topic because it humanizes the often extremely alien China to us. Logically, everyone knows that Chinese people are human too, but rarely do we get to see things like Chinese internet trends, so the topic is really interesting to me. It goes to show that the working class is capable of getting sick and tired across the entire world, and that sabotage via low morale is both extremely funny and effective sometimes. Hi, hello, it's me, the guy who made this video. Did you like this video? If so, go ahead and press subscribe. Totally free. You can always undo it later. I'm gonna make more stuff like this. Will it specifically be about China? I don't know. It'll be just about anything interesting. So, with that in mind, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm not gonna drag this out, but that's enough shameless self-advertising from me. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, comment if you wanna, and I'll see you in the next one. So, memento mori.